Hola chicos, muy buenos días. Gracias por estar acá. Gracias por esperarme, banda. Se les agradece bastante. Buenísima banda por los que están en el directo. Perdón ahí chicos por la demora, pero estaba un cachito ocupado. Bueno, banda, se viene un nuevo evento que es el de los iconos. Estos iconos que realmente nos van a revolucionar porque va a ser en forma de camino para poder ir obteniendo los diferentes personajes, ¿no? Tal como ustedes lo ven en la miniatura o lo vieron en la miniatura. Así que nos vamos a conectar alrededor de las 1:12, sí, 12 del mediodía o 1 de la tarde, algo así, con el equipo de eSport para ver qué es de bueno o qué es lo que nos van a traer de novedoso, digamos, en este caso, ¿no? Entonces, banda, muchísimas gracias. Vamos a estar jugando, vamos a estar rankeando un poco acá en el FIFA en lo que llega la hora, chicos, para ir conociendo por más o saber qué es lo que va a venir de este evento, ¿verdad? Así que vamos a dar inicio, banda. Vean, esta es mi plantilla. Vamos. Pues no vi bien plantilla, vamos a ver qué tal. Ay. No, qué carambolazo ese. Bueno, ni modo, ni modo. Qué carambola la que hubo ahí, por esa razón, pero bueno, vamos, vamos. No, ¿qué onda? Se fue el pin hasta arriba. Vean, tenía 230 y algo de ping, pero bueno, buenísimo. No, no importa. Los puntos se recuperan al final. Eso pasa cuando vean el pin del rival. Si el pin del rival le aparece así, obviamente a uno lo va a afectar bastante. Vean, estoy tratando de hacer los cambios ahí. No responde, pero bueno. Vamos. ¡Uy, jalan, papá! Vean, vean esa asquerosidad de pin que tiene el rival. Bueno, bueno. Vean, sin palabras. Y vean cómo se va el pin, autogol. Vean ese lag. No, está fallando mi internet. Sí, es mi internet. No reaccionan. ¿Por qué no reaccionan? Vean, vean, esa vaina. No, banda, así no se puede jugar de veras. Bueno, bueno. Vean, estoy tratando de hacer el pase, vean. $405 de ping. No me deja abrir. No me deja entrar prácticamente. No sé ni por qué no me deja entrar. Vean, aquí debería dar continuar, pero no da continuación, pero no sé por qué. Vamos a ver acá. Pues acá llevo más o menos una buena racha. Que en ataque, que en cara a cara. Gracias chicos a los que vayan llegando a la transmisión. Hoy estamos en FIFA esperando noticias del nuevo evento este que va a haber de los iconos. ¿Qué dice Ángel? ¿En serio? ¿Hubieras cortado directo? No, ¿para qué? ¿Por qué voy a cortar directo, bro? Me da igual. A mí me da igual. Si me ganan o pierdo. Ay, qué pucha. Se nota la diferencia cuando el rival tiene un buen ping. Son dos cosas muy distintas. Ahí se hubiera cortado directo, ¿o no? Ahí se hubiera cortado directo.
Rico. Voy a usar este papel en el rinoceronte. La cabeza.
Vamos a ver qué tal acá.
Ahí me sale la otra parte.
Muy bien, muy bien. Ay. No, mal pasa. También hubiera cortado directo ahí. No, ¿verdad? Ay, no. Vamos a ver qué tal me va acá. Tiene rival fuerte. Ah, no, qué vaina esa. Dale, Puskas. No, la adelantó mucho rabia. ¿Qué pasó ahí, Salah?
Un mono, un gorila. Uno de gorila, papi. Perdí, papi.
Oh no. Ay, papucha. Bueno. Perdí la racha ahí. Muchísimas gracias, chicos, a los que vayan llegando a la transmisión. Buena onda. Gracias por estar acá. Uy, se viene rival fuerte otra vez también. Una chompa. ¡Hala, no! Otra vez en la chompa. ¡Ah! ¡Pégale, Henry! ¿Qué onda? Se murió. Golazo. Bueno, bueno. Ok, un gol de diferencia. No le he podido hacer. No, esta es. Buenísima, buenísima. Hay que recuperar las copas de esos dos partidos. Vamos a ver qué tal me va acá. Un rival fuerte también. Ah. No, no corrió Henry. Uy, qué bien. ¿Qué onda, Henry? Me está quedando mal Henry. No sé. ¡No! ¡Qué paja! ¡Buena! ¡Qué buen reflejo! No, iba corriendo. No, no hay nadie atrás. No, por un gol, güey. Bueno, 2 goles. Al final le dio un tiempito más. Buenísima. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Gracias, chicos, de veras, a los que vayan llegando a la transmisión se les agradece. Claro que sí, claro que sí. Pégale, Salah. Ah. No, qué paja que le quitó el tiro. Vamos, la chompa. No, ya no le llegué, ya no le pude llegar. Buena. Bueno, bueno, los partidiños acá en ataque enfrentado. Excelente día, chicos. Gracias por estar acá. Estamos rankeando en ataque enfrentado hoy, chicos. Y esperando también el evento que se viene de los nuevos iconos. Vamos. La otra semana, banda, voy a estar regalando 2 pases bulla de free. Uy, qué buena. Así que ojito, tienen que estar atentos la otra semana. Vamos a empezar con los regalos mensuales, banda. Ay. Buen centro, pero muy... Bueno. Las manos. No, ya no lo alcanza, a menos que pierda 2 veces el balón este. No, la adelantó mucho, Rabiot. No, a Puskás le ganan en el aire. Buenísimo. Espérame. Agua, pues. Vamos, 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 vamos. Ah, no, Haaland. Bueno. ¿Qué onda, Liu? ¿Cómo te va, carnal? Bienvenido seas, bro. Qué rollo. Dale, bro, dale, dale, te espero, carnal. No, qué onzas ahí, se trabó el Hermes, me la jalan. Buscas, corre, corre, bro. Pues qué golazo ese de Haaland. Buena, le ganamos ahí. Bueno, les comentaba, banda, que la próxima semana empezamos con los pases bulla. Vamos a estar regalando unos 2, creo yo. ¿Qué? Ah. Vamos a empezar con unos 2, creo yo, para iniciar el mes, la próxima semana, cabal. El nuevo pase de...
Una botella de colores.
Ah, ok. El nuevo pase de julio, para los que juegan free.
Rojo, amarillo.
Y vamos a ver si puedo dar un... sí, serían dos pases bulla y dos pases semanales. Acá en el FIFA me gustaría regalar algo, pero la verdad, chicos, es de que a las personas, bueno, me han escrito de que a varias personas les han robado sus cuentas. Ah, qué cantada ese ahí. No, ¿qué? Le quitaron el tiro. 2 tiros perdidos, 2 goles fallidos. 3 goles fallidos. Pues sí, entonces acá en el FIFA sí me gustaría regalar FIFA Points. Pero para hacer la recarga de los FIFA Points, tienen que proporcionarme la clave del FIFA. Porque no se puede hacer así como se hace como los diamantes, con las recargas de diamantes. Hidro88, bienvenido seas, bro. Gracias por estar acá. Pero sí, Sí, a la madre por un gol. Sí, he escuchado a banda de que han prestado sus cuentas acá de FIFA y no sé, como que se las roban y toda la vaina. Entonces sí, sí es un poco delicado esa vaina. Es un poco delicado prestar cuentas. Y el mejorando cuentas para FIFA también sería una bonita experiencia, pero es la misma cuestión. Hay que dar la cuenta, prestar la cuenta, la clave y empezar a recargar y toda la vaina. Entonces, yo creería que cuando hubiera un cacho más de confianza, ¿por qué no calificas las plantillas? Bien las he calificado, bro, pero no sé si te tengo agregado, o no sé si estás agregado. ¡Corre, Henry! ¡Corre! Aquí me la llevo. ¡Ah, qué casaca esa! Bueno, ya me empató el campo. Voy a hacer goles. Sí, claro, con gusto, bro. Puedo ver tu plantilla. Mándame solicitud. No, ya no le pude empatar. Por un golito. Mándala, Soli. Pero sí, chicos, acá sí, en el FIFA sí me gustaría recargar FIFA Points. Pues para que empiecen ahí a mejorar sus cuentas, pero no lo sé. Denito 23, bro. Así como, ahorita te digo, como. Así como aparece el canal. Denito 23. Pero sí, ese tema de la prestar cuentas sí es un cachito delicado. Ojalá. Pégale, Funala, pégale, pégale. Buena. Uf. Golazo. Buen gol ese. No, Haaland. ¿Qué onda con Haaland? Gracias. Con Salah, perdón, es Salah este. Uy, sentía que me empataba el compa. Messi. Ok. A la madre, 10,000 FIFA, 10,000 monedas. Qué bueno. Messi. Bueno, ahorita voy a verte. Ah, pinche Liu, estás conectado, güey. Qué bueno, qué bueno. Messi, vamos a buscarte, bro. No, sé que tienes el escudo de el Bayern. Esto lo voy a eliminar. ¿Cómo aparece, bro? ¿Eres él? No, yo sé que tenías el escudo del Bayern. Vean, por ejemplo, este carnal. Voy a ver su plantilla. El escudo de los Tots. Ah, ok. Me imagino que eres este. Sí, ¿verdad? GRL 129. Uf. A ver, tienes a Benzema. Te compraste el pase, me imagino. Bueno, estás utilizando la 4-2-4. Tienes a Keane. Ese es muy bueno. Mediocampista buenísimo. El de Brunei es media 112, ¿verdad? El de Brunei media 112. Valde media 112. Mira, para que esté, por ejemplo, la defensa, lo que es lateral izquierdo, lateral derecho, tienes, y la defensa como Vidic y como este otro compadre, para mí que todos los deberías de tener en rango 14. ¿Qué quiere decir rango 14? Subirle las habilidades, ¿verdad? Obviamente para ello, para subirle las habilidades necesitas fichas, no sé si tienes las suficientes, digamos, pero normalmente para llegar a una media 14 se necesita más o menos 1,5 millones de fichas, de monedas, ¿sí? Eh, Obviamente acá tendrías que buscarte un lateral derecho. Si lograste sacar a Kane, a Roy Kane, bueno, no sé cuántos puntos tengas como para sacarte a Philippe Lam. Philippe Lam es muy bueno para acá, ¿verdad? Philippe Lam es muy bueno. Pero hay otros también, muy buenos. De extremo izquierdo, no sé si tienes extremo izquierdo, bro, pero sí, este compa no sé qué tanto te rinde, a mí honestamente nunca me rindió. A mí nunca me rindió el compa, extremo derecho. Lamentablemente lo saqué, hice un intercambio ahí, pero no tenía, no sé por qué lo saqué yo, por textearlo y toda la vaina. Realmente, para mí, este es uno de los buenos, ese está bien, pero quita este, bro, y trata de conseguirte un extremo izquierdo. Por ejemplo, si tienes a Vinicius, utiliza a Vinicius por el momento. En lo que Vinicius, pero el Vinicius de la Champions, ¿no? Eh, para quitarte este, bro. Bueno, al menos a mí no me sirvió. Yo hice un gameplay de este, a mí no me sirvió para nada. Hice directos con este y no me rindió. Y la banda es testiga que a mí no me rindió, no me funcionó. Pero a otros, según leí los comentarios que me dejaban ahí en el gameplay o que me dejaron en el gameplay, a otros sí les funcionaba. No sé qué tanto, pero les funcionaba. Pero al menos a mí sí no me funcionó. Yo por el momento dejaría a Vinicius de la Champions, media 109 creo que es, por el momento en lo que te consigues a otra persona, a otro, puede ser a Kvaratskhelia, media 112, podría ser a Henry, media 110, que sí está un cachito caro, pero es accesible. ¿verdad? Eh, a Ronaldinho del Mundial podría ser otra opción, otra muy buena opción, no sé, ¿verdad? Tú sabrás ahí. Pero los delanteros están muy bien, las puntas están muy buenas. Tienes un porterazo, bro. Yo me fiché a este porque me lo recomendaron. Yo tenía al portero de la Juventus, también uno muy bueno. 1,95 de estatura, ¿verdad? Entonces me funcionaba bastante. Tiene muy buena estirada porque todavía lo tengo. Tiene muy buena estirada. Pero me llamó mucho la atención este porque si te das cuenta, la altura está a 1,97, o sea, 2 metros de diferencia con Courtois, ¿verdad? Te salió Van der Sar, ¿en serio? Ok, no, excelente, excelente. Entonces yo me fiché a este, bro. Yo me fiché a este porque me gustó la estirada, los stats prácticamente, que son muy similares, parecidos a los de Courtois. Mi anhelo es tener a Courtois en la plantilla, ¿verdad? En algún momento porque mide 2 metros, ¿verdad? Entonces la estirada es un cacho más. Entonces el siguiente que le sigue es este, Van der Sar, por la altura, la estirada, los stats. Es el siguiente que le sigue. Y yo considero que tal vez el tercero sería este, el portero de la Juve, porque mide 1,95. Son los únicos tres porteros que yo he visto que miden 1,90, del 1,95 para arriba, bro. De ahí todos miden 1,88, 1,85, ¿verdad? Pero ahí está bueno. Este es muy bueno, muy bueno. Tiene muy buenas stats. Y es lo único, ¿verdad? Entonces, cuando ya tengas acá un buen extremo izquierdo, entonces sí puedes subirle a 14, ¿verdad? Así como tiene los rendimientos acá a 14, ¿verdad? A 14 la media está muy bien. Y obviamente la defensa o la lineal defensa, todos deberían de estar a 14. Ahí está muy buena tu plantilla, bro. Y eso también te va a ayudar a subir, en cierto modo, el GRL, ¿no? Mira, así como esta plantilla, la del Eliu, 129. No sé por qué tiene a Griezmann acá de punta, pero, o sea, este MSO obviamente lo tiene que sacar. Si estás escuchando ahí, mi amigo Oso, lo tienes que quitar y poner a otro delantero. ¿A quién? No sé, tú sabrás ahí a quién tienes. Pero sí, este MSO sí para afuera. O un SD, si tuvieras un SD. Ah, mira, también está Rafaelao como extremo izquierdo. Ah, muy bueno. Eh, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Solo este Antoine Griezmann, que nada que ver ahí como punta, ¿verdad? Pero si no tiene otro jugador, pues meter por lo menos un SD o uno de categoría baja, digamos, que fuera un media 109 delantero, independientemente cuál, ¿verdad? Media 115, excelente porterazo. Excelente porterazo, 195 de reflejos, what the fuck. Excelente, muy buen portero, muy, muy buen portero. Entonces, hay varios extremos izquierdos. Entonces, por ejemplo, para mejorarle ¿cómo se llaman? Los refuerzos de habilidad, te vas acá y empiezas a ver cuáles son los que te deben de ayudar. Por ejemplo, marcaje. Obviamente los que tienes fuera o los que están en la banca, esos no nada que ver, ¿verdad? No los vayas a mejorar porque están afuera, ¿verdad? No, sería gastarte las moneditas de balde. Entonces tendrías que mejorar a los que están adentro de tu plantilla, como tal, ¿verdad? Para eso son los refuerzos de habilidad y, y eso, ¿verdad, bro? Nada más, no necesitas nada más. Entonces, te voy a invitar a un partidillo, vamos a ver. Echamos un partidito ahí, a ver si me goleas. Vamos a ver. Gracias chicos, a los que vayan llegando a la transmisión se les agradece bastante, buenísima onda. Estamos esperando el evento. Falta un rato para ver el evento. Vamos a ver si el sub. También los invito a suscribirse chicos al canal. Los invito a suscribirse. Estamos a nada de llegar a 1600 suscriptores. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Buenísimo. Ok, te pusiste... No, excelente, excelente, muy buena, muy buena. Vamos, bro. Vamos. Chido, bro, chido. Hoy veo yo como que muchos están utilizando la formación 4-2-4. Yo me estoy acostumbrando. Anteriormente no llevo mucho, llevo como una semana o dos, sí, una semana o 2 semanas más o menos de estar utilizando esta formación. A la madre. La 4-2-4. Me estoy adaptando porque normalmente antes tenía la 4-3-3 ataque. No, Rabiot, ¿qué pasó ahí? Qué buen robo, balón. Buenísimo. No. La madre, lo pasó a Philip Lam. Buena, buena, vamos, vamos, vamos. Muchísimas gracias, chicos. A los que vayan llegando a la transmisión se les agradece mucho, un montón, bastante, bastante. También no te olvides de suscribirte, activar la campanita de notificaciones y sobre todo compartir el canal, banda. No te olvides de dejar tu like también. Carambola esa. Bueno, bueno. Bueno, bueno. Golazo, golazo. acá y... Vamos, vamos. Buenísima, buenísima. Golazo de Benzema. Sí, bro, estuvo buena. Mira cómo me gana el oso.
Caímos juntos, papi. Yo y Pirotocino.
Sí, golazo, bro. Qué buen gol. Excelente, papá. Excelente. Vamos a ver si acepta. Ah, me mandó partido mejor. ¿En qué me mandó? Ataque enfrentado.
Ya casi el siguiente Pirotocino voy a llegar, papi.
Muy bien. Un ataque enfrentado mandó.
Voy a llegar con el luz gigante, papi. Está bien mamadísimo. Ya se hizo gigante.
Muy bien. Sí, ataque enfrentado mandó el compa.
Se hizo un gimnasio de luz. Se hizo gigante y mamadísimo.
No, y encima de eso se desconectó. ¿Qué? Ah. Yo pensé que estabas en tu casa, bro. Estás en el cole, en pleno. Dale, bro, dale. Sí, el evento, ¿cómo se llama? Empieza ahorita, ya ahorita casi. Bueno, pero... Muy bien. Oye, Luis, cámbiate a pillofón, bro. Por cierto, promoción no pagada. Mención no pagada. No sé si llega pillofón hasta donde tú estás. Bueno, voy a ver si ya empezó. A ver.
Papi, un Pirotocino quiere ayudarme a subir conmigo.
¿No sé?
Y quiere subir conmigo, tal vez si no, pues él va a venir conmigo.
Ya empezó. Ya empezó. Nos vamos a meter ahorita, chicos, para ver cómo va a venir el evento y seguimos jugando. Seguimos viendo ahí qué más.
Se cayó el pelotocino, papi. Se cayó el lente, papi.
Was an issue.
Buenísimo. Ah, pinches
¿Quién
estos.
dice que un perro viejo no aprende trucos nuevos?
Bueno.
Today at reset or tomorrow.
Estamos, chicos, ya están hablando del evento del día de mañana, que es el especial de Iconos Prain.
Players in those coin exchanges in the foundation if you still use those. So yeah, those were kind of the big kind of like mentions we wanted to say before we get in. I see some dubs in the chat already. Nice to get that going early. Hopefully we get a few more in Hall of Legends and UCL here. But I'm ready to hit Hall of Legends. Are you, Tack?
Let's go!
Let's do it. All right, so our first, we actually have a slate of 3 player banners to show you here. So I know in yesterday's post on the socials, we alluded to 3 highlighted icons. So as a bit of a precursor here, Hall of Legends is an event where you go down the journeys of 3 very different icons with notable career paths. And we'll show the 3 ones here on screen right now. These are the 3 ones. We gave some good hints. I think most people got them.
Okay, se vienen los nuevos jugadores. A la madre, se viene Cafú.
Did you get all 3 right? Tell us in chat. I know I got them right, but I knew
Se viene Cafú, Johan Cruyff, media 114. A la madre.
Yeah, we went with the Netherlands flag. That was an easy one. Actually, the Ghana flag was easy.
The Ghana flag was easy. I think from Netherlands and Brazil you have plenty to choose from. But here they are. These are the legends, and they will be the highlight of Hollow Legends, as we're going to see later on.
Exactly. So,
a Johan, yo
like
lo tuve como
this is
MC.
kind of, if you remember,
Media
Journey in a
101.
way, it was like you
Estuvo
recreate the
muy buen
careers of
jugador.
icons. This is a similar
A Cafú nunca lo
format,
tuve.
except it's in a 4-week long
Pero creo que hay una
event.
carta ahorita
And
de
we'll
él.
move on to our
Como
next
lateral
banner here,
izquierdo,
but
creo yo.
it kind of intertwines players that were
Se
teammates,
viene
foes,
Lampard. Lampard lo
contemporaries
tengo yo
during the
como
time.
del de la
So,
Champions,
for
que estuvieron
example,
regalando en la
the
Champions.
Lampard, Cole, and Drogba, that connects to Essien's time in the 2000s
Müller es muy
and early
bueno.
2010s.
También media
and
101
then
lo
you can see
tenía como
Lucy,
delantero.
Kaká, Ronaldo,
Buenísimo.
connecting to Cafu during his time with the Brazilian team,
Viene Kaká
as was
también.
AC Milan. And then Muller,
Koeman lo tengo yo
Koeman,
como
and
defensa,
Xavier,
media 108.
had some connections in the Cruyff eras. This is kind of a little bit of preview of what the event is
Viene
looking like.
Eusebio también, Ashley Cole también
And
como
also,
lateral
I don't know,
derecho.
Tack, if the chat
Lateral
knows, but there's
izquierdo,
2
derecho. Sí, izquierdo, creo que
different
es.
players in this band that don't really fit at first sight, right?
Exactly. We are bringing some heroes previously known as icons now. So you see that Lucio there has the
Pero
icon,
Drogba ya hay una
which is
carta de él, media 112, creo yo, que salió ahorita, que vale no sé cuántos millones.
Exactly, and you see the Cole there, left mid. During his
Drogba es
time at Chelsea.
hay una gran
So,
carta de él, media
it's a little
112
bit
otra vez. ¿Será
different.
que esta
It's
carta va a venir
interesting to see,
mejorada?
though. And they do have the same.
Ronaldo también hay
a
una
ton
media
of
112,
player
creo yo,
items.
si no estoy mal.
But some of these heroes had storied careers themselves, so makes sense.
totally.
Great, so let's then pull up our 3rd player banner of the event. These are not players that you get from playing, like the Hall of Legends path.
Viene una
and that
carta de
we'll look
Mirolaus Klaus,
shortly
media
thereafter. But these are
115.
more just players that are in the OVRs a little bit more.
Rooney lo tuve yo como
These are the
carta
big
ícono
stats, the big
también, muy bueno,
OVRs
delantero.
that you've come to. With some new players that we haven't seen in a while, notably that Hernandez, that 150. I know our Mexican friends will be leading that one.
Viene Sugar también.
I remember his last player item was from Scream Team, which was October last year, so more than deserved. Very glad to see El Matador there.
Exactly, yeah. And I know people have been asking for a new Pele as well, and I think that 116.
Una carta de Rijkaard, media
And I know people
116. A
talk
la
about
madre.
CF. CF is actually very versatile. You can play them as
Cannavaro como
cam.
defensa,
So
no lo
look
recomiendo.
past that CF
Pero
Pele.
no sé cómo vaya a venir
And
esta
obviously,
carta.
we're gonna look at
La de
stats
Cannavaro.
later. But
¿Qué onda, Williams? Bienvenido
it's
seas.
a really good item to be using. It's not much else to say.
Absolutely.
Bienvenido,
I picked
Williams.
CF as
Gracias
my
por estar
build. I
acá,
remember
bro.
from
Estamos presentando, estamos
event earlier this
viendo el
year.
tema de
I
los
did not
nuevos
regret
iconos, del nuevo
because I
evento
had
que
a
sale
lot of
mañana,
utility I could throw
de los
around
iconos Prime.
my team and kind of like
Por lo
Peter
visto vienen cartas
was really
buenas, algunas, otras sí
Exactly, and I see other people
casequeadas,
here
pero
up on Rooney. Nice to see 115 there for Rooney. And I know if you use the Cantona from Toddy, you'll probably want his
iconos
116
Prime,
as
bro.
well. And then there's kind of a few
Vienen
others
nuevas
that we
cartas
don't really
iconos
hear too
Prime.
much about. Suker and Getzo, some unsung heroes there, but I'm sure they will find their place in a lot of people's teams.
Esa la de Rijkaard me llama
Sure,
la
we'll take a
atención.
quick look at them later, right? Antoine?
Exactly, yeah. I think we can actually come out of this view right here as I get the gameplay set to show you Hall of Legends, to go at first team banner as well as a set, and then we'll take a look at these prime icons too. But
For sure.
our chat, this is a very icons focused event, you can see, and it's going to be interesting.
I think a lot of players kind of like understood from the teaser and from the tweets that were sent out that this was an event more focused on icons. I saw, I know you guys are smart. You always get the giveaway hashtag correct. So I was sure you were going to be able to figure out the theme out from the teaser.
Exactly. We made it kind of easy, and everyone's all over it. So I actually have the gameplay ready here for Legends. If we want to check it out, chat, see the details.
Ok, ¿están presentando cómo va a venir el evento?
Here it is. Boom.
There you go.
So
it's
Hall of
right,
Legends.
Antoine?
They are.
Que vienen como
As we mentioned
ojitos.
here, Hall of Legends, the three main icons that you'll be choosing to go down their path: Cruyff, Essien, Cafu. Once you've been here, you can make your decision right away, or you can wait. But you would get or unlock key to then go into the. So as you can see, we have the three different ones here.
Que vienen por medio de
All give the
monedas.
same thing, but they just unlock different paths. And one other thing here briefly before Tack takes us through the main section. If you have leftover Utah's points, there are actually an exchange for coins or for Legends points. So I'm not sure how many of you have these left over. If you did, they're here. You can for coins and Legends points. So let's take a look at main. Tack, if you want to take us through the main section.
I would gladly
Va a haber pase de iconos.
you and anyone on chat through the main section of Hall of Legends. So you enter Hall of Legends and there's now a plethora of activities.
Dice, estoy muy contento porque va a haber un evento de leyendas o de iconos dentro del FIFA.
We'll show you the use for legend points later. For now, the important part is how do I earn legend points? So you
Nunca
come
me
in,
esperaba un evento
open the
como
main
este de las
chapter, and
leyendas
then
o
you
de los
have two
iconos.
options, right? You can either complete a bet of a skill game and a head-to-head match, or you can complete the bet below of a VSA match and an AI match.
Para poder obtener estas recompensas debemos de generar o seguir el camino de las misiones correspondientes.
If you touch the reward node there, Antoine, you get 15 to 35 legend points.
Al culminar las misiones posiblemente pueden ser de 15 a 35 puntos.
From the activities you want, but I believe they only give you coins. So hey, if you got some extra time, for sure, do it. If you're like, I want to go, I would go for the VSA match. You have some tries there. Don't worry about the opponents. I'm sure they go to
No te preocupes, si no llegas a alcanzar los puntos, puedes
also more ways to win
recargar FIFA Points a la madre.
There's also the offers that we also in there, and there
Ya ven,
are
a la madre
also
es que...
chapter quests. So to take chapter quests with the rival list that we have. So the chapter quests are weekly quests that you can complete. You can see that this week is themed around manager mode. So I'll see you there on the pitch. Manager mode, I'll be sideline, just shouting out my team. And if you complete others per week, you get 150 legend points. And every week,
en 4 días se estará dando a conocer los demás.
Exactly. So
that's the bulk of it.
yeah, it's
sí, o sea que este evento va a tardar más tiempo,
and you get your legend
entonces.
points. Zach said these are some quests here just in the chapter. They're not actually in quest section, so don't forget about these. But once you do this, you can then choose. Actually, you can choose it at the start, Hall of Legends chapter, but you choose one of the 3. Once you've chosen your Cruyff, SCN, Cafu path, then have to use, I believe it's either FIFA points or gems, whatever. But in any case, you get one shot at choosing your Cruyff, SCN, or Cafu. So I saw people asking that in the chat. So you actually don't have to decision right away. You could wait, or you can say, I already know who I'm going for. I'm going for Cruyff. And in that case, you would take the key from that Hall of Legends section, you open it, and then from there, you come into the chapter.
El camino de Johan.
You can read the nice little bio about Cruyff, and can start to use your legend points
La madre, va a estar bueno.
in the path. So we're
Juntar
back
los
to
puntos
the reward paths
para ir
that I know
destapando
people have been
camino.
asking about.
Ese camino es parecido,
You want to go for
es
as well as
parecido al
see
que
them
tuvimos
along
en
the
el
way,
del mundial,
and you will be
que teníamos que
earning
recolectar
legend points every day
puntos y para ir
to come in
desbloqueando
and
todo el camino
rewards.
como
So you
tal.
can get your Eusebio, there's Muller, there's Burke,
A la madre,
and then we
¿dónde?
got Stoichkov, Koeman, and then you finish
Hasta llegar a
up
Johan,
front. And it's
ok.
kind of nice, little milestones along the way with different rewards, as well as
Mañana es el reinicio, bro, mañana sale. Este evento va a estar bueno y me imagino que así va a ser con ESTE y
Champions
Cafu.
League with Koeman scoring the winning goal in the final against Soria, for example. So it's all themed around
Mañana.
careers. And I'll take us into the Essien chapter.
Con ESTE va a ser exactamente lo mismo.
So you are playing these matches.
Tú decides qué tipo de camino vas a escoger, las diferentes recompensas que hay, monedas, gemas e inclusive un posible jugador. Y la tarea es ganar ese partido, o sea, para llegar. Ok, está bueno.
So very straightforward. You can see the different
Pero
matches and
cuánto...
teammates that Essien has had. There's Hart there, there's Balak, there's Drogba, and then you finish up.
Es una copia del camino que te recuerdas que en los jugadores que hubieron del mundial.
Oh yeah, it's great for
hubieron diferentes caminos. Escogías a Van Persie, estaba Van Persie, Zidane, después salió no sé quién, después salió Ronaldinho, después salió el camino de Ronaldo. Honestamente, sí, es una copia de lo que ya hicieron en otros eventos, ¿verdad?
But it kind of fits perfectly into my team. So really happy with that. We can through Cafu's reward path. You see, there's a lot of Milan and Roma.
Para poder conseguir una de estas cartas, obviamente, o me imagino, no sé, tal vez las vayan a sacar las vayan a meter al mercado, no sé.
Cafu 114. Kaká R9 at 112 VR. I'm really excited about
yo no me la jugaría con media 109. Obviamente ahorita ya el FIFA ya está con jugadores media 112. Entonces mucha gente se va a ir por los media 112. Por ejemplo, ese que están presentando ahí, media 109 o un KK media 110, que ya salió en un pase anterior y que muchos lo vendieron. Muchos vendieron a KK en ese pase, media 110. No lo sé, mira, ese media 108, ¿qué hace un media 108 ahí perdido, bro?
he was the captain, and his teammates Lucio and Ronaldo, and then you can play match here against Germany.
Sí lo veo un cacho roto, sí, en cierto modo sí lo veo un cacho roto, porque deberías de tenerte por lo menos jugadores media 112 y un media 111 por ahí de perdida, pero regresar a un media 109 o un media 108 que tienen ellos ahí, no lo considero yo tan viable.
Because I remember to this day, the exact day you won World Cup, and I was very young at the time, but it's still a very fond memory for everyone out there that is a good football fan. I think you appreciate the lore and the attention to detail that we've put into this.
Agreed. Yeah, shout out to the design team for putting all the thought into having these. And I want to know in the chat, which of these three paths are you choosing? Is it going to be Fu? Is it going to be Essien? Or is it going to be Cruyff? I want to see in the chat here before we move on to the quest. Let's see. Nice. What do we got?
Lots of
it's all Cafu. Yeah.
How much
right away?
Who are you picking?
It's hard to deny the power
Sí, aparte que te muestra la historia de Cafú, en qué equipos estuvo y con quiénes jugó. Eso es lo que dice.
How they've performed in game in their previous versions, I think is going to be tough to resist. So I'm going to have to put my foot with Cafu. I'm joining you back.
Welcome to the yellow and green side of the fort.
Exactly. Let's move on here. We've taken the paths. We do have a little bit more information to show about the
Ok, viene el camino de las misiones también, similar al que tenemos ahorita de los UTOTs,
As always, you have some daily quests
donde harás misiones netamente para ir obteniendo, para ir desbloqueando prácticamente el pase, ¿verdad? Lo gratis que te va a dar el pase, ¿verdad? Como lo tiene ahorita el pase de los UTOTs.
Pass A will be for first pass of all the 32 passes, so be mindful of that. Once you complete all the quests, daily quests, there are also the weekly quest that requires you to complete the daily quests a few times, and then you can claim
5 veces las, ¿cómo se llama? Principales.
And 2 million coins there. I 2 million coins every day of my life.
Every day, yeah. And this passes for the first 2 weeks, and there'll be new quests for the pass in week 3 and 4 of Hall of Legends.
Good note. I don't know if we mentioned this, but Hall of Legends is a 4 weeks event, so be mindful of that as well.
And that takes us here. Let's check out the Hall of Legends 2-week
pass. El pase de los, ¿cómo se llama? A Campbell.
Van
a dar a Campbell.
Of course, if you choose the paid.
¿Será que van a dar esos 15 millones de monedas?
Which is new to me. A nice addition, in my opinion. I was pleasantly surprised.
Gracias, Fabiola.
The pass. We received also lots of comments about the pass points, and players were curious if we were bringing more up for them to exchange, and yes, you will be able to exchange pass for legend point during Hall of Legends. And then, as you know, it functions similarly to the Dog's pass. The main rewards bit front load, you get it at level 30, and if you guys ask, the soul cap there is tradable. So yeah, tradable. After you complete it, tradable. After you complete, you get more extra levels with more coins. All in all, very good. I also enjoyed the Oyarzabal there as the free reward. So good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So this is the 2-week one for Hall of Legends, and then we had one more section here of Hall of Legends before we can check into the player stats, which everyone is able to see, and that is challenge modes. This one is a little bit slightly different. It's 1 million coins to enter the challenge mode for Hall of Legends, and it's 5 head-to-head matches
Tomando muchas
that
monedas.
you play The first match for head-to-head, 1.4 million coins. So think of that as a 400K profit for winning your first head-to-head matches. You do get one for each. This is purely optional. See, this is more of kind of like you want to challenge yourself with some head-to-head. 5 matches here. See if you can get to the end, get some coins. It's not a whole lot realistically, but it's something you're looking for a new challenge. So that's one of the Hall of Legends challenge mode. And then there'll be ones that pop up as well. So just an addition there. Let's see, with some other questions coming in here. Quickly, if we got some other Hall of Legends questions, because I think mostly gone through the event here.
We did so thoroughly job at explaining that no one has questions. I do not believe
No
that.
questions. Oh, we forgot to mention there's exchanges as well. So we're not check out those exchanges. There will be exchanges for some high DR players, but we're gonna leave that for the guide. So our main man Jason is exactly. Jason's been hard at work on that guide, so we will steal his thunder. It's there.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Jason.
Always. EA Jason. And then someone is asking, everything is untradeable. All of the players that you earn from the Hall of Legends path, so that would be like the Cruyff chapter, SCN chapter, and Cafu chapter. Those are all
regresar la
untradeable.
Champions.
However, the players that
Evento
we
de la
showed you in the
Champions,
banner,
pero ¿cuál?
so those 116 icons that are coming out of different parts of, say, the store, exchange, those are tradable. So that's the differentiation. And then the Star Pass, or not the Star Pass, sorry, the Hall of Legends Pass player, Campbell, is tradable. So that's the difference there.
You got it.
All right. So I think we're ready here to check out the best 11 for the Champions League. Are we good to hop in there, Tack?
We are more than good. Also keep an eye out on
¿Qué viene de la Champions? ¿Pero qué puede venir de la Champions?
Shout out. Is running a poll. First impressions of Hall of Legends. Tell us more about it once you have some time. And jumping into the next section here, we received a lot of messages. Hey, UCL, it's back. It's back. Tell us, Antoine, what are we seeing here? UCL Best 11. What is this about?
So this is a celebration of the best Champions League 11 from the tournament. So as you all know, Manchester City beat Inter Milan in the final.
Bueno, lo
and
que veo ahí que son
there
los
is
intercambios.
a team of 11 players that symbolize the best performers. So there are a lot of Manchester City players. However, there also are a few Inter Milan players, and there is a pass in it, the UCL Best 11 pass, of which Bernardo Silva, right wing, is in there. And then there's also some quests for which you can complete to get a 113 Bastoni. There's also some exchanges at the end of here, but I'm not going to show them because there are requirements showing. I don't want to tip everyone's hand for any market implications just yet. So you'll see that tomorrow, but there are some exchange players in there too. Let's actually just check
son los
out
intercambios que están ahorita del evento de la
I'm not going to
Champions.
scroll through all of these quests because some of these have some information that I, again, don't want to be letting anyone know too early, but you would complete these quests here, and then if you complete all 17, you get that 113 Bastoni, and then while completing the quest, you get best 11 pass credits that you can use on the path. So let's check out the pass here. And attack, it's similar to the previous ones. You get that 15 million right off the bat.
I'll take that. I'll take that every day. Same process as we're used to. And again, before you guys ask, Bernardo Silva will be tradable. I think one thing that I'd like to note is that UCL Best 11 is going to launch on Friday and not Thursday. All right, so it's tomorrow. Hall of Legends launches. If you miss UCL Best 11, it's because of that. This event is going to be released on Friday, right?
Yeah, 1 day later. So if you don't see tomorrow, just remember, it's Friday. And another thing as well, just wanted to briefly mention, is that if you do have some leftover UCL points, there are just a few little like extra things you can put them towards in the store. I'm not going to show them here because it's nothing really that exciting, but just to note that don't forget to check out that section if you have some extra UCL points. But it's minor.
True. Yeah, it's only for players that forgot to spend their UCL points at the end, like myself.
Exactly. So I think we've gone through the majority here of the event. We are looking at some questions.
metieron
here.
como un
Community points
parche,
left
un
over.
evento de la
No,
Champions,
unfortunately,
pero
that's not something we have planned. People are asking about the pass prices. You'll have to wait and see for launch to see that. We don't talk about that on the show. Jason feature on the show when? That's a big question. Been asking him for a while, but he's the man behind the scenes. He'll stay that way, I think. But I think from there we're seeing the player gallery, and that's where actually instead of going into the player gallery in the event, Tak and I we set up the lineups in the My Team section. So we'll go through the stats. We'll spend our time there because I know you guys are all excited. And we've set up a Legends team for Hall of Legends, and then we've also set up the UCL Best 11 team. And that is beautiful with the RTTF art, actually, for the Best 11.
That looks amazing. Look at all the confetti.
Yeah, so a lot of the familiar players from Manchester City's journey to the title, but also some other Real Madrid and a couple of Inter Milan guys as well. So
this is my favorite part of the show, Antoine, because, well, I don't have the time to go through all the players minutiously, very carefully, and I feel like a viewer right now, so I'm excited about them.
I'm excited as well. I've added every single player that's coming out tomorrow and on Friday into my team here, and I really want to go through the stats with you all because I know that's really exciting, especially for these new 116s, because I think people are going to be excited to see these players, and these are mostly in packs, but I know a lot of folks come here to see. And we're starting off with Cannavaro here, 160 defending, right off the bat. Boom, there you go.
Damn, I don't recall seeing a 160 before. I think this is new.
This is. Not much more to be said here. And then the physicality, 142. And actually, similar physicality is Eric Cantona, 142. But that shooting and the pace, along with dribbling, I think he's going to be fearsome. He's going to be a tank up front.
And the height. Can't forget about the height. 5'5" as well.
Yeah, there you go. Little 6'2", 196, 5'5", 5-star. Yeah, it's a good item. And another prominent player, Tak. What are you seeing here?
Individual opinion, the GOAT. And as for a FIFA mobile player item, the GOAT as well.
I know, right? If his 108 is anything to go off of, this 116 is going to be a menace.
Imagine that. The 108 is still very useful to these days. Imagine that.
I still see him in a lot of lineups, or people bring him on as a sub and still scores. Like, he'll play like 30 minutes at the end of the match, or someone puts him in at halftime, and he's wrecking it in head-to-head.
He has that juice.
He does. And can't forget here about Frank Rijkaard at the 116. I know he had that Shapeshifters item. If you use that one, here's a CDM. And then coming into here, a 116 Socrates. He also had a Shapeshifter, but now he gets a Cam 116. Dribbling and shooting and passing all over 150. Looks great.
Doctor, looking great.
Yeah. I did see a question from, I think it was Finally He Sleeps here in the chat, was asking, with 116s, are we going to see a reduction in the prices of 115s and 114s on the market? That's a very good question. Don't have that answer for you right now on stream, but it is something we're talking about with the team to make sure that as the OVR goes up in an event like this, that things are properly scaled down and we don't end up with really, really high prices that are
Los van a
unachievable.
meter al mercado, por lo visto.
That is something we are talking about.
Good one. Good question.
Yeah, very good question. And let's check out here a 115 Butragueño. I've noticed in previous ones people tend to struggle with his height a little bit.
Tiene muy buenos
5'6".
stats. Lo único
But he is a
que.
nifty dribbler,
Bueno,
and I think the shooting as well will come in handy. If you're looking for like a second striker to pair off of a bigger guy.
I was about to say that if you're working with a pair up front, it's great to pair up with something more physical.
Exactly. And then speaking of physicality, Rio Ferdinand here with the 160 defending as well. And
la madre.
really, I love this action shot. It looks really cool. I think
I was about to
the
comment
dread-
that action shot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Look at that.
Looks good, yeah. And he's
Yeah.
going to be a great defender. And speaking of defensive-minded players, Gattuso, and looks really good at that CDM.
Salud, boss.
Solid. Yeah.
Yeah. And solid, we have El Matador, our Mexican friends.
Matador Kempes.
115. Very, very good stats here. And we get to see LA Galaxy actually in the player bio. So I think the highest MLS player we've seen.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. We'll finish up some of the 115s here with Klose from his Werder Bremen days. We'll go through these pretty quickly because I think people take screenshots and then you can come and look at the recording later, or people will be sharing it. And as mentioned, we actually have our first hero here with Jurgen Kohler, the German center back who spent his time in Dortmund. And it's kind of cool to see a hero have a really high OVR like this and be included. So it's different.
I'm a fan. I am a fan. I'm also a fan of the defensive stats in this player item there.
Oh, yeah. And I know a few people were bringing up Rooney while we were showing off that banner. 115 Cam Rooney. I think he will be very, very solid up front as well. So we'll show that one there. And then our last of the 115 icons, there are quite a few, but this is our last here, was Davor Suker. Not the 2002 hero, but the 1998 hero for Croatia. I think his last item was in World
5
Cup.
de pierna mala, 4 de filigrama. La
But he's got
madre.
a 115 here, and shooting looks good. Physicality's not bad, and he'll be very serviceable. So I don't know, Tak. We've got a bunch of other players here, but I think we should show the 114s from the Hall of Legends path.
Yeah, let's take a look
Started
at
with, yeah, we'll start with your main guy, Cafu here. What are you seeing?
Marcus. I really like the face. He is known to be flary, so really enjoyed the 4-star skew moves. It's an all-around player item. You can even like drop him in midfield if you want, because he'll be able to do everything. I am happy. I am happy with the player item, and I think it does justice to his legacy.
Agreed. And then we'll show Cruyff here and Essie, and then we'll come back to Campbell as well. But looking at Cruyff, very, very good stats. 5'5", 5 stars. He is going to be doing some damage.
Pero bueno, por lo menos esta carta está buena, la de Johan. 5 de pierna mala y 5 de filigrama.
I wish I could pick more than one. Actually, I can, but
And
it's making me question my Brazility.
your Brazility. I've never heard that word before, but I like it.
I just made up.
Okay. And then the third of the 3 Hall of Legends icons is Michael Essien here, a all-around CDM, but more so defensive focused. I think you could have this guy really manning your midfield in maybe a 4-3-3 where you play him as your lone CDM there. I think he'll be great kind of sitting back. And I look forward to see some of the reviews. I know a lot of people put reviews out for these players, and I always read them, and it's always fun. So looking forward to seeing them for these.
I'm excited about the high passing stats in this scene as well.
Agreed, yeah. And I know a few people were asking about Sol Campbell here. You can see he's with the Arsenal and his action shot as well as Arsenal. But that defensive 157 and the physicality 146, I think he's gonna be up there with some of the top center backs, especially ones that can defend off the corner.
Solid.
Yep. And we have actually, I should mention, I'll scroll down the rest of the players here because I noticed people saw there's Buffon, there was Giroud, there's Hummels, there's Thiago Silva. There's actually some live players in here as well that are not icons or heroes. So I'll quickly scroll down here so you can take a look, and I'll do some shout outs. We have Godin, we've got Emi Martinez, we have Pedro, we have Jan Vertonghen, Ander Herrera, Cesc Fabregas, Fabinho, Jonas Hector, Marco Reus, Alderweireld, Eriksson, Retegui, Rojo, Arnautovic, Bunu, and then we head into some more here from some other leagues. But a number of 106, 107s, all the way up to that 114 Buffon in terms of live players. So it's not all icons, and we've added some interesting ones too. Like I think having Buffon, Fabregas, and Pedro are kind of like some fun ones that I don't think people expected.
True. So a lot of mentions to Buffon in chat. I was also excited to see him there in the third.
Yeah. Here he is as well, if you wanted to see the stats for the 114.
Al fin una carta de Buffon.
A very good looking figure. I think a lot of people are going to be trying to get him on the team just for that sentimental value. Looks really good. And I think in terms of others, we have Giroud. I'm just looking because of the pace here is actually really good. I think
it's not that bad. It's great, actually.
It's very good. So I think people were expecting to see a Giroud with like 80 pace, given that his base pace is usually quite low. But chat, you're looking at someone with 130 here, the 138 physicality and the 150 shooting. He could. Someone said finally he can walk. He can do more than that, guys. He is a top striker, and had to show it. It was just, it surprised me. It was good in a good way.
Very good way.
Yeah, and I also want to check out Mats Hummels here, who also has very serviceable pace, and I think a lot of people might have been expecting his pace to be lower. So that this looks really good. Can I expect a Milner with triple-digit pace? We're working on it. We'll see what we can do. But also, actually, forgot to mention, there are some 114 icons here, like the Makelele and the Sanchez. And I want to mention, there's a Hernandez and the Sanchez, both 114, 115.
Viene Makelele también, sí, porque las cartas anteriores de Makelele.
Strike pairing up front could be fun. And there's also the Ginola, I think. Want to just take a quick look at him because he has that 5.5, and usually his stats in game are really good.
Wowza.
Yep. Let's see, chat. Was there anyone else in this list we wanted to start looking into? We'll go through a few more of these players. If there's anyone in particular, someone wanted to look at the stats, we can do that for like a few more minutes, and then we did actually have some giveaways ready. But before you start putting in the code word, we don't want that yet, is we would like to see some stats. R9. I'm seeing a lot of R9s coming in. Let's check him out. He's the 112 here from the Cafu path. Let's take a look. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
For a 112, that 151 cannot complain. Let's see who else.
Very comparable to his prime version at 112,
Absolutely.
not the 115. Very nice.
Very nice. And I know personally, just from being terrorized by this Eusebio last year, I just want to see his 111 stats here. And I think he'll be a nifty second forward that'll cost some trouble.
Agreed.
Let's see, Tack. Any other names you're seeing pop up on chat for who we need to look at?
Let's see. Oh, I see a lot of requests to show the UCL players as well.
Yeah.
Actually, most of the requests are for UCL players, so why don't we jump into them?
Let's do it. Let's take a look at 115 KDB, 155 passing, 5 and 5.
Media
We'll take
115
a
de
look
la
at
Champions.
Holland here. We can speed through these pretty much because not much to be said
Media
about a lot of these
115 de
players.
Haaland. A la
You've seen
madre.
them. Some of them already have items with the same OVR, but there might be some slight differentiation.
Prácticamente
here,
todo el equipo ganador de la Champions. Está
the
bien.
pass player, Bernardo Silva, at a different position, mind you. He's at right wing now.
Media 114.
Good dribbling. 5-star skill moves.
Yeah. Let's check out his Portuguese teammate at club and country, Ruben Dias.
Nice pronunciation. 10 out of 10.
Thank you. And then we have Vinny Jr., 114. Don't know if there's a lot of differentiation between the Utahs, but still.
Media
Very, very
114 a la madre.
And, this one I'm actually very interested in. Is I've seen a lot of people using that 112 Walker from What If, and this is now a 114 Walker with really good pace and physicality. So if you're looking for a right back, I was interested in Walker.
He might be one of the best in game. Yeah, he's really big. He's very strong, and he's very fast for someone as big.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the center back Bastoni, who's from the quests. So like we mentioned, if you finish all 17 of the UCL Best 11 quests, you get untradeable Bastoni. But here are his stats, which are very good. At a 113 will fit into a lot of people's lineups. And we got Courtois at 113.
Courtois media
Slightly below those
113.
Buffon stats, but still, Courtois is usually one of the best in game, just given his height.
Yeah, the height itself speaks a lot.
Mm-hmm. This one's an interesting one. Is John Stones here? Plays CDM actually for Man City. So I don't know if chat you guys have seen how City line up in game, but Stone can kind of drop into like a center back, comes into CDM, or he almost plays like a right back that tucks in when they have possession. So that's why you might be seeing a CDM for Stones and going, what is this? Well, it's actually what he's been playing for them at club over the past year, which is interesting and kind of a Pep Guardiola style change they've done.
He really shone this season, and his flexibility was great
Se vienen
for
buenas
the side
cartas.
there. You just can't take
Buenas
the ball
cartas
away
vienen.
from him in the midfield. He's very good at getting away from pressure. So kudos, and really enjoyable to see him as a CDM there.
Totally. And we finish up UCL here with the lone 112, which is DeMarco, which actually, if you remember in the finals, came agonizingly close to scoring in that finals. But he is rewarded here with a nice UCL player item, and I'm sure that'll make all the difference for him.
Absolutely. The final was meant to be for Man City, but if you take a look at how the game evolved, I would give it to Inter, and nobody was believing in them.
No,
it was surprisingly
it
close.
Actually, it was very tense, and I think a lot of people predicted like a 3-0 Man City cruise
Droga.
control, but it was far from that.
5 de pierna mala y 5
I
de
know people in like the
filigrama.
first half were saying, "Oh, this is."
Pero ya hay
not a
una
great
carta
final,
media
but it developed,
112,
and that's how a
creo
lot of
yo.
finals end up going. You work into them.
Ya hay una carta de esas.
If it wasn't for Anderson, I guess the story would be different.
Exactly. And speaking of late game
Es la que acaba de
Champions League
salir,
final
si no estoy
heroics, I saw a lot of people asking here about Didier Drogba, and that 2012 moment against Bayern was very, very impactful, and I think it's highlighted in that SCN chapter. But here are his stats. He is in the SCN Hall of Legends chapter, so he is there. So before chat, we get a little bit too late here on time. We're going to go through some more player items, but what we want to get started on is our giveaways. And what we're doing is we have a choice of 3 untradeable event icons / heroes It can be your choice of the 115 Ferdinand, or it can be your 115 Butragueno, or it can be a 115 Kohler, or I don't know, Tack, if you want to add the 114s from the Hall of Legend paths, do you want to add that, like the Essien, Cruyff, and Cafu as a choice as well?
I'm a fan of choice, and it's a possibility. So let's give the option to the winners. Hey, if you want the giveaway, I believe you should have the choice. Because maybe you're someone like me who's going for a Cafu, but then saw that Cruyff player item, and it was like, oh, hey, I should test that out. So hey, why not?
Exactly. Like, I was looking at our list here. We had the 115s that were untradeable that we could use. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? A lot of people are excited about different players on the path here. Like, if you want to take another 114, you can. If not, there's the 115, Butragueno, Ferdinand, or Kohler. You can pick. And actually, let's make sure we get the keyword down, because I'm seeing people are going hashtag HOL. It is not hashtag HOL. We have instead hashtag, you got it wrong. It's hashtag legends. Slightly different.
Hashtag legends, drop it in the chat. Good luck for everyone. And let's see. Maybe today's your day.
Maybe. And while we get our winners sorted here, we're just at 10 to the hour. And I think that gives us some time to go through some more player stats here, because I know chat loves it. It's a good way to stay entertained while you put your code word in already. So we'll just try to go through as many as we can. It's always fun to do these.
Absolutely. Makelele, the quintessential CDM.
Yep. Played there at Chelsea, then went over to Real Madrid. You have Hugo Sanchez here. Player bio, he's got Real there.
Ooh, good.
And, yeah, Thiago Silva.
Almost there, Antoine. Thiago Silva.
Yeah, I tried. Thiago.
Shout out for the Brazilian community, by the way. Oi, Brasil.
I think we saw a lot of folks from Brazil tuning in at the start of the show.
Jorge Campos, amén.
I always invite them all over.
Yep. And here we go. We got Jorge Campos as our goalkeeper, 113. We also have another hero here with Ivan Cordoba. One of the shorter CBs, but again, that pace is really good for a center back of 113, along with that physicality and defense. And speaking of Inter, he played for them.
He always makes up the height with raw stats. So
good jumping usually. Yeah.
Yep.
Diego Godin plying his trade in Argentina for Vélez Sarsfield. Now, if you notice, there's a few of the Argentinian league players in this program. We got some of them in, as well as some Argentinian nationals like Emi Martinez, who I hadn't gotten an item since World Cup. Yeah, Dibu.
This is looking great.
Yeah,
Seems
so
like
we
we
got
have
our
our
first
first
winner.
winner ready, Antoine. Yeah.
We do. You wanna do the honors?
This one is a hard one, so thank you for that, Antoine. Let's see. The first winner is BDNS72829BXN. You not only win the giveaway, I think you win the award for the most complicated username we ever had in the show. It's great.
Looks like a password.
Congratulations. So to the winners today, you will receive a message from either Jason or our account here on Twitter asking for more details. So make sure that you're following us. Not only for winners. If you're here, make sure that you're following us. That way you don't miss our shows.
Exactly. Yeah, that guy just looked like he sat on his keyboard, and that was his name.
Maybe it has like some emotional, meaning that is only like particular to him. So, hey, nice username.
Yeah. You want to take the second one here, Tack, as well? We got this one's easier.
Yeah, that was definitely easier. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being nothing, 10 being the first winner, this is a solid 1. Second winner is Crow, 12,690. Crow, congratulations. Keep an eye out for a message from the team and enjoy your player item.
Exactly. I've been making quick work here, trying to go through as many players as we can on stream here.
Our community appreciates. Thank you, Antoine.
It's better than watching me fail at skill games. I think we can all agree on that. Nobody shows up to the FIFA Mobile live show to watch Antoine fail miserably at PvE and skill games. I feel like that's consensus.
I don't know, Antoine. I gotta say, it brings me a lot of joy to see you failing skill games. I enjoy.
You enjoy it? Well, I'm glad. I appreciate the support. I don't know in chat, does anyone appreciate watching me fail miserably at skill games? If you do, let me know in chat. I'd love to. It would help my self-esteem here.
It's nice to see that you're one of us, you know. You also struggle like regular FIFA mobile players. It brings a lot of humanity.
The only thing is I can't throw my phone once I'm super angry. So I'm hooked in here. I'm a little limited to my rage.
It's good for, keeping up the mental.
Exactly. I think we're working on our third giveaway winner here. Also another Argentinian league player. Yeah.
From Tigres.
Actually, one thing to look at, I'm not actually sure if this is updated yet, but he played for Italy really recently. So this might be something to look at for us because I believe he plays on the Italian national team.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We'll have to check. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but in any case, we got another player. We got a Boca player, Marcos Rojo, used to play on the national team for Argentina. Yeah. Some interesting new players that
Vienen buenas cartas.
Absolutely. I think this batch of
De
player
igual
items
manera, media
is really
110
going
para
to hit deep in
media
the hearts
115.
of the Latin community. It's a bunch of Mexican players,
Indiscutiblemente.
Argentinian. Great to see some representation from the Argentinian league as well. Not to mention Brazil, with the Cafu reward path. So really happy to see that.
Agreed.
All right, we have our third winner. I'll leave this one for you, Antoine.
Oh, okay. This is a slam dunk. This one's easy. Shadow Fisher with 3 R's? Well, actually, we'll pull it up on screen here. There you go. Shadow Fisher. Congrats.
Yeah, Shadow Fisher. Congratulations,
Fisher.
Shadow Fisher.
Exactly. Oh, I just saw the poll. Did Jason put that poll up? Do you want to see Antoine fail at skill games?
Oh,
88%
nice.
of you do. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Lovely.
We joke with you because we like you, okay?
The people have spoken. So I have to give the people what they want. I'm sorry. We're going into a skill game right now, and we're gonna try a skill game with this team. Are you ready, chat?
Sigue el camino de héroes.
Right,
Okay.
My fourth winner. The fourth giveaway winner for today is Juice Box.
Ok, ahora ya estamos en la temática de los héroes donde normalmente jugábamos, ¿no?
Juice Box. Keep an eye out for a message from the team. Got like some really juicy player items waiting for you. Started well, Antoine.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
That's unlikely.
Look at that, 1 for 1.
Wow. Hey, what's sheer pressure? You have like the performance.
Sí van a mantener las monedas, ok. Sí van a mantener las
This is gonna
monedas, ok,
be a nice little
perfecto.
test here. think I can do it. I think I've got a skill move in my back pocket that nobody's ever used before in a match.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
Lane
ball
change.
roll. Lane change. I knew you were
Yeah.
a lane changer. All right, we have our fifth winner ready. It's Cairo Nizar. Congratulations, Cairo Nizar. And I think that. All right, Cairo Nizar. Congratulations. Oh, I saw that, Antoine. I saw that, Antoine. Keep it to the lane change, all right? Don't try to be too fancy.
I'm not trying anything fancy. I don't know if we have time here. We are right at the hour. I think we're good to wrap it up here. Maybe we'll do one more tag. You wanna be spontaneous?
Let's do one more. I'm feeling spontaneous.
Ok, por lo visto las monedas que tenemos acumuladas, bueno, yo tengo una buena cantidad acumulada de estas monedas de héroes. Estoy viendo de que sí se van a mantener las mismas. No va a cambiar, digamos, para nada.
This extra giveaway for Antoine not failing the skill games.
Whoa! I've got one coming up here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, all right. Let's not jinx it.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you guys get another giveaway.
I saw someone in the chat asking for us to do a head-to-head match at some point, and I remember we did one a few months ago. Before I think you had made your debut on the show, I remember playing you in head-to-head, and I was thinking like it could be something fun for us to do again this summer if we can get like the game to work on stream like that. We could do like a fun little head-to-head match. Oh
Definitely.
no! Oh no!
Oh no! What is that? Hey, if you played like this, Antoine, I would gladly play.
I mean, I'm doing this with 116 prime icons, so what does that tell you? There we go.
Come on. All right.
Oh.
Apparently, I'm being thrown.
Is that my
under
punishment to
curveball.
read this?
Yeah, Antoine. Yeah,
Okay.
as you failed the skill game.
Excelente, sí van a mantener esas monedas.
The very last and
Sí van a mantener. Es que yo
giveaway.
tengo alrededor de 1500 por ahí.
All right, this is
Entonces, no sé
punishment
si
for failing
gastármelas hoy
that skill game once there.
por canjear a uno de
I have to try to pronounce
los
this one.
personajes que están
So
acá, de
I'll
los
wait till it
jugadores
comes
media
up on screen here. You
113
guys can all see me
o media
look at this.
112. Pero si va a seguir este evento de héroes,
Dexalord Denard,
mejor la sigo
2332.
acumulando. Y la carta que
Or
yo me
PR,
quiero sacar es la de
Dexalord Denard.
Forlán.
2332. I think that was not bad. Not bad.
No, that was solid.
Esa carta, porque yo tengo Forlán media
This was a tricky one
190
because
y
it
es muy
had
buena
a lot
carta.
of consonants stacked together, but it was kind of readable. So
Entonces si van a mantener esas monedas. Entonces no me las gasto para
Did okay,
nada.
better than the skill
Sigo
game.
acumulando.
Cool. So that was our last giveaway. We were a little spontaneous with our last one there. So make sure everybody who's put in the hashtag, or everyone who's won, make sure you follow the Twitch account, because we'll be reaching out to you via Whisper to get your information, to then make sure that you have this item when it goes live tomorrow in game. And I think we're right around reset time. So I know a lot of you want to be hopping into the game right now, doing your dailies, playing through the last little bits of UTOTS and everything else. So I think that TAC is probably a good time for us to start winding down and sign off.
It's perfect timing. Absolutely. Myself, I want to log in and do my own challenge.
Bueno, chicos, esa es la presentación que hubo del evento que va a haber mañana.
Hopefully I won't spend too long on my skill games and matches. I'll be okay to go through, but maybe I'm just being optimistic.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to have you all today. Thank you guys for showing up. We hope that you enjoy.
Ok, buenísima. Estuvo muy buena la presentación que hubo. Prácticamente va a ser como camino del mundial al que vimos muchos o participamos muchos de ese evento. Para poder optar a uno de cualquiera de los jugadores que queremos, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, va a venir Johan Cruyff, va a venir Cafú, va a venir este otro Sianen. Entonces, va a estar muy bueno este tema. Va a estar muy bueno este tema. Así que, people, no se diga nada más. Yo espero que te haya gustado esta información que realmente es de vital, no sé, de vital información prácticamente, porque nos estamos enterando de lo que va a venir el día de mañana. Así que, people, no se diga nada más. Yo espero que te haya gustado. No te olvides de suscribirte, activar la campanita, dar un buen me gusta para que YouTube se lo recomiende a otras personas. Y nos vemos más tardecito en un directo de Free, chicos. Feliz tarde y buen provecho, chicos. Bye.